was like, what were you doing with my drapes? The drapes that were hanging in the apartment. I never got the answer to that. Hi, this is Kari from Sky Properties, and today we're going to talk about the details to look for when a tenant moves in and a tenant moves out. I'm going to take these separately. You're really kind of looking for two different things. So on the move-in, the first thing that you should be looking for before a tenant moves in is that that unit is spotlessly clean. Everything should be perfectly spotlessly clean. I have found that tenants will overlook a lot of things. Cleanliness is not one of them. So you want to make sure that everything is in operating order, opening and shutting windows, opening and shutting screens, even opening the cabinets and making sure the handles are secure. When you open a cabinet, you want to make sure that it's not hitting anything like the light fixture or that it's not bumping into an appliance somehow. We had a brand new stove installed and the new door actually hit the refrigerator and we had to remove the refrigerator. It was too wide to be in that spot for that unit. Looking in the sink to make sure there's nothing in the bottom of it. Flushing the toilet to make sure that the water in there is clean and it's not doing anything weird. Turning burners on and off on the stove. These are all things you want to check before a tenant moves in. Of course, you're always going to be looking at paint and floors and walls and outlets and things like that. Know the details, have a checkoff list, and make sure everything's done before a tenant moves in. And after doing all of that, you need to photograph it. I recommend taking about 6 photographs of the apartment. And I also recommend every 6 months when you go in the apartment, taking the same 6 photos in the same 6 spots so that you have a history that you can look at going forward. And also when they move out, the same 6 photos. Those types of things are things you want to look for.